says, and all who believed were together and had all things in common, and they were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing the proceeds to all as they had need. This is interesting. People were selling their valuable possessions to give to the church for people who had need. You know what that tells me? They went beyond tithing. There's nobody who's not tithing who's going to sell their property and give to the church. There's nobody who's not tithing and they're going to sell their boat or their house or their car and give to the church. They're not going to do it because you don't trust God with 10 cents on the dollar. You don't trust him. What you're saying when you do that is, God, I can do more with that 10% than you. And you know what that inherently tells you? I can't trust God. Because who would trust a God if you can't trust God with 10 cents on the dollar, I wouldn't serve that God either. He's not very powerful. Tithing is basic. It's basic. You don't think there's bigger and better things that he wants to do that will require you to trust him for more than that? But if you can't do that, we'll never get to a place where people are selling property to help people in need. We'll never get there because people don't have trust capacities. Every time you tithe, you are building trust capacities. Why? Because almost everything you pray for, you can answer with money. You're like, you know what? If I have enough money, I don't have to pray. And I've said it a few times in the past. Be careful when you can pay for what you used to pray for. Just because you can pay for it don't mean you ain't supposed to pray for it. And so tithing is like, Lord, I can't get all this stuff that I need by laboring for it myself or paying for it myself. I'm giving it to you. This is just a token. And then some, God, because you are my source. The first instance of tithing in the Bible was not because a law required it. Abraham tithed in Genesis 14. There was no law. There was no law. He did it because of his honor of God. And God knows that one of his biggest competitors is money. Because people view that the way they view God. If I just had more money. If I just had more money. If I just had more money. When God's supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like this. If I just had more of God. If I just had more of God. Woo! If I just had more of God. Do you know how you get more of God? Trust. Faith. Trust the Lord.